and live. Hey everybody, happy Monday. We are live with Joy Route, Frankie, and what it do, DG, Danette. So if you're out there in the ether listening, thank you. If you join us later after the live is over, that's fine too. Feel free to comment. And let us know. We're talking about safety again, and I think this is probably one of our last lives on van life safety. We're probably gonna start a new series soon, but this is about self defense, gadgets, road trip weapons that you can carry, just ideas that you can carry while you're on the road solo. So let us know in the comments what weapons you like to carry, what ideas you've seen other women use, et cetera, et cetera. So, what it do, DG? How was your
What's
weekend?
happening?
Glad to see you.
I'm trying to put up a community post. I promise I'm paying attention.
I know that's what me too. I want to share your
That's
post.
all right. This is casual. We got no strict agenda.
we want to share it though, you know.
No, I was telling Frankie that I ended up with a pain near my knee, and I think it's because of how I was riding my motorcycle this past week. But it's all good. It's getting better. My husband took me to the urgent care yesterday. I was like, "Babe, ain't nothing wrong with me." And he's like, "We ain't got time for no emergency, no surprises." So,
yeah, you got to make sure.
Yeah.
I feel him on that.
I do too. I know
they took some X-rays and they didn't see nothing. So I was like, yeah, I knew it.
But you know what? No, but it's interesting because like I had recently had a pinch in my back, and when something hurts you, we get a little bit long in the tooth, and we're young, you know, but stuff just hurts so like it's like you're gonna kill over. So it's best to be safe than sorry, you know. So good
that
husband.
Is true. That is true.
Excellent husband. Excellent husband.
He is. So y'all do anything special for Father's Day? I didn't do anything special. We
actually we cheated on you, Fia. We jumped on a live last night. And and then when you got off, it just kept going. We got into it was just I was like,
y'all were starting to get into relationships whenever I got off last night, and then I listened for a little bit, and I was like, I'm just exhausted.
You said that it went all downhill, not downhill because I think it was very good. I think she should have a podcast. It was very good. But what I'll do next time when I do a live or we're in here, I'll say for the first hour we're sticking to our topic, and then y'all we get into like everybody come on up. But we really did that because we had a good, long, productive. I thank Vita for on and just contributed to our conversation, and then men will do it every time. That's just
I wonder if our next series should be on relationships and van life.
Do we want to do that? Relationships. Well, how about does it have to be a series or can we just do a one-off? You know,
we can just do a one-off.
Okay, we can do it. Okay.
What's it like being in a relationship while you're a solo female van lifer?
Okay.
Whether you're single or married.
Okay.
And we ain't gonna tell all.
Okay, we don't tell it all, but all right. So we could do it. Well, it seemed to be very popular, even though it wasn't like a huge amount of people there, but it was enough that they were like asking questions, and so it seemed like a popular. And I've had men ask me before, like, "Don't you get lonely?" I'm like, nature be doing all of that for me, so. No, I don't. I gotta share her chat too. I'm gonna put my picture up for a second so I can share it while we continue to talk. Or are you gonna play?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a
comment. You gonna tell the topic? Did you tell the topic already?
Yeah. So the topic is road trip. I should have put it in the chat, but I let us know what weapons do you like to carry? Road trip weapons. Let's see. Share your road trip. Road trip weapons.
Share. I'm getting shared at your live a couple of places. So as we gear up the video, I'll be over here sharing a couple of places.
I made the banner.
I know you didn't make one a thumbnail.
I didn't, girl. I ain't got time for that.
I know you can do it. I mean, you can do it afterwards.
So yeah, so we got Miss, what's her name? Miss Creativity RV. She is a full-time RVer, and she's gonna share just the beginning part of why she put together this video. But I've gotten a lot of ideas from her just from watching her videos.
She is a really good resource on a lot of things. Actually, when I before I started van life, and I kind of lost her channel, but I used to watch her faithfully all the time. She's a very good resource on a lot of things.
She just showed a class B that I liked. I forget who built it out, but it was a modular build out, and they loaned it to her. I was like, "Ooh, if I ever rebuild my class B, I would want to go with that company because I like what they did with that one." So I have to try to remember what the name of the company was.
And I've noticed some of these companies, it would be nice to be lent a vehicle, because I know that some of these companies do that. And I think that if you've reached, I don't know how they do it. I've seen several, but I used to watch her as well. And more recently, after we did our other safety video, she popped up with a safety video. So
Okay.
it made me reminded me that, oh yeah, she's still doing her thing. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's switch over. Let's see. Do I want to do that? I'll do that later.
What are you
Okay.
doing? Yeah,
So
okay.
I'm just gonna play a little bit of the video just to kind of give everybody a background on why we're doing what we're doing. Can you hear that? Nope, you can't hear it because I have it muted. Haha.
Okay.
All right.
Camp solo in some pretty remote places. I travel full time in an RV, and I camp solo in some pretty remote places. So I take my safety pretty seriously. And over my time on the road, I have accumulated a bunch of safety and self defense weapons that make me feel safer on the road. They're not the things you normally think of, and I'm going to share them with you today. Hey everybody, it's Robin with Creativity RV. I am excited to show you some gear today that I use for my own safety on the road. Of course, I did all the regular things. I pointed in the direction of my exit. I put out 2 chairs, even though I was solo. I put out some big men's boots like everybody says you should do. But that wasn't enough. When I decided on what gear I wanted to have inside my rig, outside my rig, and in my truck, what I did is I went through every scenario that I could imagine, from wild animal to person, and how they could get in and how I could get out and what my path would be. So think about the same thing while I go through this gear.
All right, so we're going to stop it right there. And I love what she said about thinking about every scenario. Like, you can think about, okay, how am I going to be safe in my van? But what about when you're walking and hiking by yourself? What about when you're, I don't know, sleeping overnight and you're not completely aware when you wake up? Um, you stop at a rest stop. I'm trying to think of some other scenarios. Um, Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like when I go to bed at night, I know what I need to do, make sure the doors are locked, and I like to know where everything is at, and my part knows out. I think about those things. With every scenario, every scenario thing is I just keep Mace on my keychain, because I know Mace is at least going to give me some time to get away, pick up a rock, pull out something else I may have, or something like that. So that's just my I'm not every day thinking about every scenario, but just kind of like always have your Mace. Sometimes I'll get out the car and I'm like, I'm just going to carry a single key because I'm walking, and I'm like, no, let me just get back. Let me just go and get my Mace with the keys,
Yeah.
my keychain with the Mace on it. So that's my every scenario. Just have something with you at all times. Like sometimes you just want to carry a single key, but I'm like, no, let me just get the Mace with the keychain.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the problem.
I agree with the Mace thing. It's funny because I've never had to really use Mace. Just piggybacking off what you were talking about, Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized that because I was never using the Mace, thank goodness, right? I never
Mm-hmm.
had a reason to use it, but it can expire, y'all.
Yeah, it does.
Don't
But
forget to like renew it if you're in like a Bass Pro Shop or you're in a Walmart. go ahead and re-up and just throw away the old one and get you a new one. Because if you ain't used it, it's probably not gonna work.
What I generally try to do is I don't throw them away, but I will, because I've never had to use it either. But what I'll do is I will spray it, like just to see, if I haven't used it in a while, I will spray it out. I did recently get a couple of new, things of Mace, but I just check them because if it still sprays, and then I'll keep it. But you do need to make sure it's working at least, or change it out, like you said. I agree.
Right. So who wants to go first? I mean, I guess technically Frankie already went first with the mace.
Oh yeah. Let me show it at least. Let me show my mace.
Yeah, well, we follow that theme. And if you have anything related to like sprays or whatever, I have bear spray. I'll share that. And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Go ahead, Frankie.
Oh, that's all. I'm just showing my mace, and mace is my go-to. I know we're going to talk about some other type of weapons, but the reason people say like Miss Machete here, but I'll say this because they can get that away from you. I want to just stop them first, like their eyes, or just make them cough, and then I want to hit them with the next thing. But that's all I want to say. That's all.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, that's something I don't actually have in my arsenal, and I really, really should.
Mm-hmm.
I think about it all the time, but I'm somebody, especially if I'm by myself, I try and make sure like my keys I keep in my pocket. I have my keys stay on one side, my wallet stays on the other side, and I really don't try and carry a purse anywhere I go if I'm by myself. But I do need to get some mace to make sure that I keep on me. Machete, you can't keep on you all the time.
I know.
But I do have some things that I keep on my person, which one of them I can't find. You ever organize yourself into losing your stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't, because I don't carry, some of my stuff every day like I used to. I'm in the city, I go to work, I come home. And it's probably exactly why I should start carrying it again. But there are still a couple of things that I do keep on my person, or I keep in my purse.
Yeah.
But we'll get to those things.
Okay.
But yeah, mace is something to get. Let me tell you a story about some mace though. My son actually had some mace.
Mm-hmm.
As he was going on a trip, I said, okay, put this on you. If something happens, spray it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why this child was like, oh, well, I want to know how it works. Okay, great.
Uh-oh.
Why he sprayed it in the house? At the time we were in our apartment in Houston, must have damn near ran the both of us and the dogs out.
Oh, wow.
I was like, are you kidding me? You don't spray that in the house. I mean, he sprayed it in one room and this whole apartment got filled up and we were all coughing. So mace, it works really well.
Yeah, it does.
But if you're going to spray it, if you're going to test it outside somewhere.
That would be helpful. Yeah. You might want to test it outside.
So true. So true. I hear the same thing about this right here, y'all. So this right here it's called Frontiersman Bear Attack Deterrent. And you hear people say, oh, I'm gonna use bear spray, whether it's a human or an animal. Well, guess what? If you spray this inside, like Danette was saying, you're gonna poison yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
want to be very careful about stuff like that.
Right. You want to be ready to spray, but be aware of where you're spraying, and whether that's the right weapon to use it or not,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like keeping bear spray in my van while I'm traveling.
I've never owned bear spray, but I've heard a lot about it, and I was watching Tim Ward yesterday, and bear spray, they say can blow out your eyeballs. So when you come when you get to use bear spray, you really about that life, you come from me. It's on.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about bear spray. Here's my keychain with what do we call this again? Shoot.
A keychain. What is that? I can't hardly see it.
This is the we just talked about it. Not the bear spray.
Mace.
Thank you. So
your mace look like it'll really do some damage.
It's a bright color on purpose because a lot of times you forget. We have that false sense of security, right? When we're safe for months and months and months and months and months. And we're like, and so this hot pink is like my reminder that, hey girl, you need to always be on alert. Even if you ain't got to use it, you need to always be on alert. So and it's my reminder to replace it. So I got bright colors. I got this from Bass Pro Shop.
Okay, I like it. I like.
It says that it expires on December 2026. So I got a long time, because that means
a long time.
I bought this last year, which means I have another year or 2 years.
And really,
expired.
It's a nice. I really like that. I just recently got one at an auto parts store. I bought it maybe a week or 2 ago. I didn't look at the date, but like I said, what I basically do, but I like yours because it's like big. You know, it's like a nice size that you can see it. And people, they know if they're walking alongside you, excuse me, they know it's gonna be some problems.
Now I also taped mine because I would be reaching in my bag. So I go for bike rides, and these are my bike keys, my scooter. I carry this whole thing when I'm going on a scooter ride or a bike ride by myself. But I put some black tape on this Mace because
it slips out.
When I reach for it, you can actually accidentally spray yourself.
You don't turn it to the off position?
You can, but after you reach for it so many times, you can actually shift the lever.
It does. They do shift, yeah.
You can accidentally spray within your bag, spray, in your hair, whatever, you're accidentally aiming at. So I put a piece of tape on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just one little tip. I don't know if you
wanted nice big. I like yours. I think my other one's in the car. Mine's, let me show. Wait a second. Where we at? I'm still.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, that's
it works. And I've had this one for a really long time. It still really, really works, right?
Yeah.
So don't try me.
But
mine is all. It is. Mine is like right now. It's in a position too. They do just go in that position.
It shifts depending on how you handle it over time.
Yes.
Now, that was, so we talked about Mace and we talked about bear spray.
Yes.
So that's 2. And actually I'm one of the reasons why I'm glad we're doing this video, this live, is because you forget with a van a van that's as big as mine, you forget where all your weapons are. So for example, I'm gonna tell you where all these weapons came from. I had this in my kitchen.
Okay.
Not my kitchen, but it was below my microwave and beside my air fryer. So I would basically have to get out of the front seat, go to the back, and grab the bear spray. I need one of these in the front of my van, so I can
something everywhere.
Yeah.
I just have stuff tucked everywhere.
At least 2 more of these. Put one on the passenger side. Put one on the driver's side, just in case.
Okay.
And then same thing for Mace. Don't just have one on your keys. Have some in your car in case you just can't grab it off your keys while it's in the ignition. Right?
I feel like one that size would probably fit good, right? And where we all put our change in the door. Yeah. You put one of those in each door. I feel like it would fit pretty good there.
Right.
I have one in my pull out. What do you call that? Not glove compartment, but that other thing. Whatever it is.
But like your little center console.
So I took the console out, but it's like right, in front of you. Like you put your change or throw something in there or whatever, but it can fit. So I know that Eternal water, that's what I'm drinking, but in a cup. We actually had to spring for a gallon because I will never again.
Y'all are so good and healthy. I ain't drinking no water. I'm drinking.
I start out good all day.
What is that?
It looks so delicious, whatever it is.
Is that like a sparkling wine?
No, so it's a champagne, and it's some kind of, let me see. I don't even know
how
to started this early.
A daytime excuse to drink.
Exactly. I told people to bring their beverage. I'm trying to text.
I love it. I love it.
As well, it's afternoon.
Yes. And it's 7:00 somewhere.
Yes, and you have permission. At certain age, you have permission.
Yep.
Plus, when you become a bad A for being able to even do this lifestyle, even traveling on your own when you do, even though y'all coupled up, still to travel, it takes a bad A. So we're doing it.
We get my water from the grapes, though. See, I ain't got chips this week. I got grapes.
Okay. I want some chips. Hey, you're making me hungry. You're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Right now I'm eating. I'm just not going to eat it on the cam. And no, I'm only good in the daytime. because at night,
I know. I'm really good in the daytime, and
me
then night.
too. All
All
heavy.
these, all these ideas come out like, ooh, you should have some
I know,
um,
right? I know, right?
chocolate chip cookies.
Exactly, exactly.
Lately, my downfall has been fries. I've been wanting cheese fries so bad.
That's sorry. See, this stuff goes in my psyche, and then I go get it, and I'm going to go get it. I'm
Yeah.
getting me some cheese fries with some chili on it. With some
Oh,
chili
oh,
on it.
that sounds good.
Hmm.
That's what I was. Some
Yes.
cheese fries with some
That
chili
sounds
on it.
real good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Topic. Next topic. We did the
Okay.
sprays, ladies. So, but bear spray and mace. Don't
No.
forget.
Yes.
The next one is probably not something that everybody would necessarily get, but I'm gonna start it
Mhm.
anyway. So this is not loaded,
Okay. Woo.
but this is called a air gun. All
Okay.
right.
I was looking at. Okay.
So this is a Glock air gun. You
That
can get
looks
it at Bass
real.
Pro Shop. It right.
It.
It
Yeah.
shoots pellets, right?
Okay.
So you should
Okay.
you should learn how to shoot. And the thing the reason why I brought this is because I'm like a lot of women don't want to get guns, but
They might be willing to
you
get.
if you ever are handed a gun, you should know how to shoot. So me
Hmm.
and my husband, we go to the shooting range,
Mhm.
and they let you practice. You don't have to buy a gun, but you at least get a chance to like see what it's like to load a gun, see what it's like to unload a gun,
Hmm.
know how to handle a gun, know how it feels. Um, and so, the goal is to have something like again, this is a pellet gun. This is not a real gun. It's a air gun. And so you load pellets in it. You load, I don't have all the little things that go inside here, but this is enough to hurt an animal.
A
Like
human.
if an animal is after you, this is enough.
Mhm.
Like a rabbit, obviously, you wouldn't care if a rabbit was
I mean, you
following.
heard no rabbit.
But if a bear was following you, I don't know if I would shoot.
I would.
Maybe, because
Mhm.
bears can run fast, and
But you get the bear spray for the bear.
I don't want to make it. I wouldn't want to make it angry, right? I wouldn't want
Mhm.
to make it angry,
Right.
and then I can't do anything more.
The bear spray. That's why it's called
Right.
bear spray.
Bear spray. Now the question
Mhm.
is, I was asking myself is, so my husband's always like, don't bluff. If you're gonna point this at somebody,
You
You better
better
be
use
ready
it.
to use it.
aim
Mhm.
for the right part because it's not gonna kill them, right? But it can damage your eye. It can damage, you know, your face.
Yeah, definitely.
So be
Definitely.
prepared to, you know, go all,
Have
go all the way with it. So
yes.
again, this was like my introductory gun. But
Okay.
eventually I will have a real Glock. So
I was in the ROTC in college, and I was in the class. We had to rappel a building. So yeah, I was rappelling a building, like climbing down on a rope. And we had to take apart a gun, clean it, use it. So I did take training. I
yeah,
wasn't happy at all. We went to a shooting range. We had to get in the ground and crawl in the cold. I was like, I'm not doing this. But yeah, so I've had training
okay.
a
So if
long time
somebody
ago.
handed you a gun, Frankie, you feel like you know how to.
No, I wouldn't be. But I'm a quick learner, so I've forgotten all this stuff from college. Well, not forgotten it, because
Yeah.
but
It's like riding a bicycle. Once you know how to do it,
Once you know, you know.
yeah,
yeah, so I can
But
handle
that's all
myself.
right, because once we figure out when we set down some dates for the self defense class where
Exactly,
we gonna do it, all
yeah,
of that's gonna be included.
right.
exactly, exactly. So we'll be good.
All right. So nobody got no more guns to share, huh?
I don't got no guns, but I got some weapons.
Okay. All right. So we did the sprays. We did the Glock pellet gun, air gun, which is technically safe. And I will say one more thing about this is I was carrying this on the road for a while.
Hi, True
And
Nine.
it actually made me nervous. It made me nervous because state by state there are different rules. And this is just a pellet gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't want somebody, I wouldn't want to get pulled over for a ticket in a state that you aren't allowed to have a gun and then have to defend the fact that it's just a pellet gun.
It's
They
just a
wouldn't know.
pellet gun.
I would be scared with high truth.
Right. Like how do you tell somebody it's just a gun? I mean,
Exactly. We have a visitor,
it's an air
True 911 from
Hi,
London, UK.
911. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let us
Click
know
on her comment and put it on the screen, Fia.
Would you say? Oh yeah.
Click on it if you can.
Let us know what weapons you like to carry. Um, if you do the van life or any kind of road trip. So I ended up taking this out of my van because I'm like, I really want to go through having them ransack my van, find out I got a pellet gun, and then
A pellet gun is legal. I would have it in
that's
there.
what I was thinking. It's a pellet gun is legal.
That's what I'm saying. So I would not worry about it. I mean, in this day and age, when you pulled it out, I initially thought it was an actual gun, and so
it looks very real. It's made by Glock, the company.
Yeah, and
So-
that's
Well, it seems like where I go, carry laws seem to drop whatever. Texas, you can carry without a license. South Carolina, you can carry without a license. So
Ohio.
pellet guns will be just fine.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a pellet gun. I was like, you fine. You definitely
Well,
fine.
how do you tell a cop? Because you know how they say, do you have any weapons in the vehicle?
And I would be like, yes, I have a pellet gun. And when they
Yeah, I
do,
have a pellet gun.
you just
Deal is you're supposed to be able to say something as simple as that without them retaliating against you.
Mm-hmm.
But
However, we know that can go one of two ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can understand where Fia's coming from, because while we're not supposed to be retaliated against, that doesn't mean that's not what's going to happen.
right.
She said something. I'm reading.
Because you look at that, just by the looks of it, I'd have been like, it's a gun.
Yeah.
It's a gun.
It's not a toy.
It's not, you know.
I think yeah. I'm reading the comments.
So, but I if you are honest about it and just say, hey, I have a pellet gun, it's located in this space,
right?
You know, I don't think that you should not have any issues. That doesn't mean that you will. You won't.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you won't, but I agree, you shouldn't.
You know what I was thinking? I'll just show you real quick. I have the packaging, and I had the packaging in my van, and I was like, you know what? What if I make sure that it's always in the packaging? So it came with this packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking if I always had it in here,
it's a shame we got to do that, but yeah,
it wasn't loaded, then they would see, oh yeah, it is a pellet gun.
Once you disclose it, I would keep my hands on the dashboard and say, hey,
yeah,
I'll step out.
You know not to reach for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it fits nice in here like that, and there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see no issue with that.
Yeah. I don't either, because it's legal. You know, it's legal.
It's legal, but it also identifies exactly what it is.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, so they can't. If you have it like that, they can't mistake it for a gun.
Yeah,
and say, oh no, this is you know, whatever, like a Glock.
Yeah.
And try and get you for that. No, this is just a pellet gun for my protection.
Yeah, when I go camping.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah,
you know, bear runs out at me, I want to be able to, you know, shoot him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So anybody want to switch the category to like
another type of weapon?
I'll start out with knives.
So as far as knives go, I have a couple and I have one that I used to keep in my pocket, and that's what I was talking about. I have organized myself to the point where I can find it. Mm-hmm. Because I have that false sense of security, you know, because I stay in a house and it seems pretty safe around here. So I have organized it into a spot where I don't know where I set it. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. However, as far as knives and stuff that you can keep on yourself at a campground, this was gifted to me by a friend. It has a case.
What is that?
but it's a little
Oh,
nice.
I like that. I
Oh,
just have a.
I like that. Let me see how
Mhm.
it fits into the closing. And that's
You
you
just
can carry that
slide
on.
it right in there.
Can you carry that on a keychain? Oh, that is a keychain.
It's
Oh,
on a chain,
I like that.
and
I like
I can
that.
put it right around my neck and
Yeah.
carry it.
I wish there was a way I could let you show it bigger. I don't know how to do that.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
And if I wanted to, I could just, take it right into my shirt.
Right. Do you
And
remember
then
that?
I don't know where he got it from. I was on a camping trip in North Carolina, with a group,
Okay.
and he was, we were all, touring each other's rigs or whatever, and he, saw what I had or whatever, and he just kind of came over and gifted it to me. But I would, I would say that you could probably get this, like at a Dick's or a sporting goods store. It's not anything complicated. This says M Tech USA.
I'm gonna type it in the
And it
chat.
also has a belt clip on it. So you can just clip it onto your belt if you want to as well, your jeans or whatever. But
Uh,
it's just a very simple device.
so this is a necklace knife. I'm gonna call it a necklace knife. A knife necklace.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
this is M Tech USA,
Intech M like
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 the letter
Mary.
M.
And was it Mary? T
okay.
as in Tom. M Tech.
Is there a
Your
dash or anything,
point.
or is it just
No, just M Tech.
USA knife neck with okay.
To your
So
point, I actually bought one on the street. Not that, but there was somebody in the neighborhood, and this was a couple of years ago, and they were selling ink pens. Like you know how ink pen is, but when you
uh-huh.
take the cap
Oh,
off, it was that. I told them I don't
it's a
even.
knife.
Yeah, but it was a pointer. Like it would hit if you hit somebody in their neck, it would probably be over. So you really have to be. That thing was scaring me, and I don't know where it is now. But I did purchase it just off from somebody off the street. They were selling them. They had a whole collection of them, and I was like, okay. And it looked like an ink pen, but it was like not like an ink pen, like a Bic or something like that. But it was one of those kind where it was like gold or something. It looked like a nice writing pen. But when
Okay.
you pull that baby apart, and they
Yeah,
had a
that
thing, if
sounds
you
good
stuck
stuff.
somebody in their neck or even in their groin or any area, it would have been over.
Look
Yeah.
kind of like probably something like this.
Which one? Let's see.
Let me
You
see if
can't
we
put it
So
on.
this is not a knife. This is just a
Mhm.
fountain pen.
It looks like a fountain pen. Yes,
oh
it looked.
But
yeah.
it probably more like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was, and it was. This thing
I
was
imagine
so.
that's what you're describing.
Yes, this thing was so. I was like, wow, this thing, and it was really, really sharp. And I thought that was good because you can have it in your purse or you could have it. I'm not even sure what I did with it at this point, but I did think it was a very, very good.
Something like that. I would keep it on my planner that I keep with me all the time.
What was
Oh
that pen
yeah,
called? What was that pen called, Jeanette?
a fountain pen.
Oh,
Fountain.
this is a fountain pen here.
But it was it made for as a weapon?
I don't think fountain pens are, but this
No, 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 no. But the
this
pen that she's talking about, as I just kind of imagine the way that she was describing it would probably look more like a fountain pen.
it
Gotcha.
did because it wasn't like a regular writing pen. You
That
would
makes
think it's kind of like a fancier pen. Wait a minute, ow.
Thank you for your comment, True 911S. They said, I think just being straight up and honest to the police if you feel you ain't being illegal, but carrying a legit firearm.
Yeah,
So,
just being straight. It might not, but you know how it goes here. But it's still just telling them,
yeah.
disclosing right away.
But
Like this is what.
and also as far as just keeping like something on you or near you, I
Hmm.
have box cutters that I keep in the car with me
That's
in
another one. Yeah.
various places.
Yeah.
It's easy to pull out this blade and just, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying, man?
I love box cutters. I didn't even bring one with me for the show today, but yeah, those are
You
easy
know,
to carry
these
and
are all over the place. You know what I'm
those
saying? And
And this,
nobody can tell you you cannot carry a box cutter because there are jobs that require for you to have a box cutter.
and then
So
even in your
you,
van lifestyle, there are
That's
always
true.
things
Yeah.
we're cutting and
yes,
slicing
listen,
around
we
that.
all get Amazon. Everybody gets Amazon. You need a box cutter.
I
Right.
need one too. I need one too.
Yeah.
I
Um,
don't. I can't even. I've had box cutters over the years and razors. Of course, I don't know where any of them are at, but that's a good idea to go. As we talk about this, that reminds me to pick up a box cutter because it's
yes,
something
just
that you can
I
put
got
in
two of them.
the
Yeah,
side of your door and stuff. I've had them over the years, but you know how
They're
I that's
easy to get lost.
yeah.
They're
yeah.
very easy to get lost.
And you
Uh-huh.
But like this one has a clip
use them.
that you can put on your purse or your belt.
And
Mm-hmm.
then we could
So that's a
even
little
use
less easier.
my
But make it whatever you do, whatever you carry, especially if you're traveling a lot, you make it a
mhm.
habit to have it in a place so that you know where to go get it from.
What I would do is like what I've done with my flashlight in my van. I use some Velcro and I put Velcro on the flashlight and Velcro on the area that I stick it in my flashlight. And my flashlight never moves. So at night, and it's a chargeable USB flashlight, and I
Mm-hmm.
always need to know where that's at because that flashlight. That's a as I'm thinking about that. My flashlight will blind you too. It's a very blinding.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a weapon.
I need to think about that
Yeah.
though, but yeah.
Oh,
So that's
before we get to flashlights, because I got one I want to show you. Did you bring yours,
okay.
Mikey?
I did not because I have other stuff.
Okay.
I got a whole arsenal. I need
Well,
to
I
bring
have.
that.
My husband gave me this. I put this. This goes right in my refrigerator, if you can
Put
believe.
yourself up front. I mean, yeah. What is that?
So this is like a mini machete, sort of.
Okay. Is it
All
Eddie?
right, with the machetes.
No, it's really a sharp, sharp knife.
Okay.
But it just goes in here, and it fits right into my refrigerator. So if somebody came at me, I'd be like, "Here for the refrigerator."
I'm like, would you like something to drink? Some water?
Right, right. Can I at least
Exactly.
can I
Yeah.
get some water? Can I get you something?
And I get you some water and this machete.
But yeah, and
You
you know
saw
what?
this dangerous.
Not just
You
having it,
gotta keep one on you.
Mm-hmm.
knowing how to
Got
use
to
it.
keep one on you
Yes, knowing how to use it. Because what good is this, right? If you're too afraid to
to use it.
to go for that
I know.
chest,
I would. That's why I have to have base
go for
first.
that chest, go for that gut, go for that, whatever.
hmm
Um,
That's why I have to
Go
have
for the
base
injury.
first. Yeah, because I
yeah.
would be so
Go for the injury that will give you enough time to get out.
And I
exactly
think it's like what's the jugular? The jugular is
neck.
on the neck. You can go for
Yeah.
the neck, right? But you could all depending on the position you're in, you could also
Mm-hmm.
go for the inner thigh.
Uh
Or even
huh.
the groin area. There are a lot of places
Make
that
sure
you can go.
out. And I don't think the goal, right? I don't think the goal is to kill, right?
My
The
goal is not to absolutely do that, but it depends on because sometimes people that's what they come to do you, or they
you
come to
in
destroy your
yourself.
life in such a way that you will never be the same. Oh, the
Yeah,
Rambo
Yeah.
knife, I like
yeah,
that. And
I
yeah.
so
would like to be able to, attack to injure.
Yeah.
However, if you look like you're trying to kill me,
I
Right.
gotta do what I gotta
I'm
do.
going for carotid arteries. I'm going
Yeah,
for the carotid. I'm going for the
exactly.
thigh. I'm going for the gut. I'm
Yeah.
going for
Your private area, we gotta do what we gotta
yeah.
do. Hmm. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, when you
I'm
are
trying to
being
keep
attacked
myself safe.
Right.
or ran
And
up
I'm
on,
gonna make sure I have enough time to be able to drive out.
hmm
And her very first point in that video was make sure that you point your nose toward your exit.
Oh, you're right. You're right. DG. True 911 says Rambo knife. I guess that's what this is called. I didn't
it
even
looked
know.
like a Rambo. If it
I
looked
didn't
like
even think
a
about that. I hadn't heard Rambo in so long.
yeah,
Yes.
but you can't slip on the Rambo knife. You know what I mean? Because that
Right,
looked like it was
right. And you don't want them to use it against you.
exactly. That's why I feel like I need Mace first to settle them down.
But I was thinking too, should I leave this? What do y'all think? Let us know in the chat. Do you think that I should leave this? Because this is normally in my refrigerator. Do you think I should leave this in like that? Because obviously if somebody's coming at you, you ain't got time to be trying to fumble and get this out, right?
Does your refrigerator door? I can't remember. Does it open to like if they come in your van? Does it open where they can't see in your fridge, or does it open when you open it? Can they see?
It
So
opens one way,
I
opens
know, but I'm saying like if I was coming into your van and you
uh
opened your fridge, would I not be able to see what was in it, or would it open where the people that coming in could see?
they
Which
can
one is your?
they can see, but this is hidden. This is laying down.
Mhm.
and so you wouldn't be able to see it because the little
I
container that
would keep it in there. I would keep it in there in the thing. I
like
mean,
this, just keep
yeah,
it
just make sure you know how to quickly remove it. I mean, it just
right.
depends on how you feel and where
I
you're
mean,
at.
that would just take practice so that you know if in the event of something happening,
Mhm.
Right,
how what are my actions that I need to take to be able to get it quickly. You know what I'm
right,
saying? When you parked where you're going to park, maybe you want to go ahead and undo the Velcro or something like that and have
Yeah,
it, where you could just pull it really quick.
right,
That's something that, you could consider
yeah.
right.
And if you're on an area
because
where
you
you
want to
like,
keep it in there because you don't want to actually accidentally, move your hand over it and injure yourself either.
Right.
absolutely.
So these are the kind of knives I leave in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's something like what I keep in my pocket.
yeah. Okay, so you carry this in your pocket.
Yes.
And then, so can you go like into Walmart's with these in your pockets? Because I don't usually
I've
carry.
gone
Oh,
into
yeah, why
several
not?
places with that in my
Yeah,
pocket.
why not?
Because it's not like you're just pulling it out. You know what
Yeah,
Right.
I'm saying? Like I got this pocket knife or whatever. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? In the event that something happens, yes, I'm finna snap it open.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
a knife
But
and bring it
I've
in.
never I've never been checked. I also don't, go to the Walmarts that have like metal detectors or whatever. I don't know if they even have those
Yeah,
anymore.
I like this one.
I
I
like.
I
also
What
like
is
have,
that
that?
one. It's pretty.
just real
That
quick.
looks like a wine opener.
Oh yeah, it's got more little gadgets on it. This
Okay.
one. The other thing I wanted to say is, if you're not comfortable carrying knives,
Oh
carry
yeah.
a variety of scissors. So you see my little makeup scissors, tweezers, whatever you want to call them. I got
Hmm.
3 different sizes of scissors,
That's a
and
good point. That's
I
a
do
real
have
good point. And
scissors
this
just
stays
because
in my
I'm
little
picky.
craft bag.
in the
Yeah,
front, right in the front of my van, I have like 3 different kinds of scissors.
mine stays in my cloth bag too. Just and this is just. I'm not. You know how we just need scissors for various things, so I do have scissors in here.
Right,
Yeah.
I need scissors
Hmm.
all the time, and I'm
Yeah,
not.
you're always looking for scissors. Like, let me. Yeah, well, that's a good
Especially
thing.
this little one right here. I actually figured out how to use it as a weapon. I was
Okay.
like, you know what? If somebody came at me, I would just do like
There
this,
you go. Right
knuckle,
there.
bam,
They're
bam,
in trouble.
bam,
They're in trouble.
bam.
Hmm.
Don't
They
come
in
for me.
trouble.
Um, and then I'm gonna let y'all share in a second. This one is just another one that I keep
Listen,
towards.
at this point, Fia's gonna be the one teaching the self-defense class.
Exactly, because she came
No,
with everything.
yeah, I just have a because my van is bigger. I
Yeah.
need more. I need more knives throughout.
But I
So
mean, even at that point, your kitchen knife set, make sure you have a good set, not only for cooking and cutting up meat, but also if you need to cut up somebody.
There you
yeah,
go. And so
right,
that's a good thing too, because I
right.
mean, you don't want to be, I have like my knives. I even have a knife that clips to my like pants or whatever, shorts or
Yeah,
whatever. But I don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere in my van. I do know that. But where? And that knife is pretty. That knife will do some damage to people.
yeah.
So yeah,
All right, y'all got some knives y'all want to share?
I don't
Like
have no knives, but
DG shared one around her neck. I really like that one because that was like, I mean,
I'll
between
show.
all the ones we showed, I really like the one she carries because it's light enough to carry around your neck,
And
right?
like
Yeah.
you said, you can clip it to your
And
pants. I
it's
like
just,
that as
if
well.
I were to put on my other necklaces, I don't have on my other necklaces, that's something that will blend. It'll just fit right down into your shirt,
It's
but you
like
can
a
still
cute
get to
like
it very easily.
travel.
Right, right.
Travel.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got nunchucks. This is what I'm gonna use. I don't know how to use it.
Girl.
And this got a knife on it too. And of
Tell us
course,
about.
guess who got me this? My cousin. They
Oh,
always give me stuff. So these nunchucks, you got to know how to use them though.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't. But this is the Japanese Akonawa. It started in there, and it's like and it has this thing that's on there. This thing is sharp, so if I can get you around your neck real good, so this is just like whew.
right, right. Yeah.
So I keep this on obviously where you on the side of your door. So just in case I need to
How do I make you bigger?
um
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I'm out here taking notes too.
yeah.
Shoot.
Right, nunchuck.
Nunchucks, yep. And so cause she got me this, I'm like, what is this? And she was like, nunchucks. And so I had to look it up and you can practice. There's some YouTube videos and stuff. But I just at the very least, whoop, it's got this sharp thing on it. So if it cuts you in the right way, I mean you do all kinds of creative stuff, but I just need a one whoop.
Yeah.
Nunchucks, yes.
All right, I think I got one last category. Oh no,
Okay.
the flashlight. So Frankie was talking about a flashlight that will blind you. I have
Hmm.
So that's what this is. See if I
Yeah,
can.
you gotta have that good flashlight because that'll stop them
It's not.
too.
Oh my god! If you flash this at an animal, I'll show you how bright it. I'll see if I can show how bright. Woo! I
It
can't.
don't see. We can't get it. We're not getting that same from you, but I bet it's
Yeah.
right.
You can't even see me. That's how bright it
Yeah,
is.
we can't see. You're correct.
So this is super bright, and
Oh, she said make the Bruce Lee sound. Okay, sorry.
oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
exactly. Like, yeah.
But I like. Ooh, ooh!
I
Did you
didn't
hit
hit my
yourself,
feet.
Frankie?
No,
You
I
okay?
didn't hit myself, but I hit my feet. It's all
Okay.
good. Yeah,
But this is heavy, like a
I like.
hammer.
Yeah,
It's
so
like a
you can use
hammer,
it.
and you could actually bop somebody across the head with it, and it's you. I don't think anybody would want to be hit with this. It's super.
Okay, because it's
It's
really
not
solid.
plastic. It's not
Okay.
plastic. Um.
So
Is
it,
it
it works.
steel?
It has dual purposes. I actually have a
Yeah.
hammer in my
Yeah.
car. The hammer is because, for one, we may need a hammer. We're in a we know whatever we're traveling and camping to. So the
Mhm.
hammer is just actually for something I may need it for, but I will be willing to use it as a weapon if needed.
Absolutely.
Right. Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
also your mallet. I mean, if you have a mallet in your car, like, for us that,
Oh, now, yeah,
do tent camping, you have a mallet with you. Use
yes,
it as a weapon if you need
yes,
to. It's
yes.
probably in your hand.
Yeah.
Because you
Even
got to think about if you're using a mallet or a hammer on something, you're probably going to be vulnerable. Don't
mhm,
be afraid to swing that thing around.
Right.
exactly,
Right. All right. Y'all got
exactly.
any other categories before?
I got another category.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh. So this one, I like the smaller bats, and so this is a real light, real firm. Like it'll really give your head a good
Wow,
cut.
bats. Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
small, and so and I like it because you know how like the big bats, you're like that's too big to be in there. But
Mm-hmm.
this one, I can really maneuver it, and I can really get a good pop on your head if
Yeah.
I need to. So this is just
I
a
love
bat,
that.
and it sticks right
Hmm.
between my back seats, and I just stick it right in there. So if anybody roll up, I got the dog.
Yes.
Yeah, and I like
And
this.
don't forget about
Oh.
your umbrellas too. I have an umbrella that's in the car, and the ones that have like the little point on the top. Get one with a little point on the top. You can use that too.
Oh yeah, you got a lot. That's
That's
what we
true.
have to do. A lot of things have to have, not have to, but it's great if they have dual purposes, like a hammer or a
Hmm.
mallet or anything that you have, like even your that keychain feel you have. I think it was a wine opener on there, whatever sharp. We
Mm-hmm.
really think about it, and that's one of the things I do think about is that everything in there, even if it wasn't supposed designated or supposed to be a weapon, I think about like you said, a sharp point on an umbrella, even like your sprays. Whereas you may have some, just some freshener spray or some Lysol, Clorox spray. That stuff hurts just like mace. So if that gets in your eyes, be willing to spray whatever type of spray you have, a bleach spray,
I feel
any.
like anything that can give you just enough time to
Yeah,
get to a safe place.
Yes. Yeah.
yes, I agree, 100%.
You have multiple weapons in your van, right? So you just
Yes,
delaying the inevitable. You're going to get to the other ones.
yes.
I don't have a bat like Frankie, but when I went to the Grand Canyon, I bought um these are like I don't know what these are called. Let me see. It says
Um,
it's like a walking stick, but
okay.
Mm-hmm.
you can build it. So you got this one piece, right? So
Hmm,
first of all, you could use this as a bat. It's a little
okay.
lighter than a bat,
But it still can whack you, give you a couple
It,
of good
but it still
whacks.
do the job.
but you can make it longer. You see, I'm
Mm.
about to screw this in. Let me
Hmm.
see if I can make it bigger. Um, I'm about to screw this in, and what it turns into is a walking stick.
Okay.
If I can get it right, that might be the wrong one. So you got that. Yeah, I'm doing it wrong, but you can. I got three pieces.
Okay.
It becomes got the big thick part. You got the
Hmm.
medium, so you can use them as multiple sticks to hit somebody, or you can screw
Mm.
them together and turn it into a walking stick.
I
Now,
like
That way
it.
they can be further away from you.
yeah, so a walking stick um is useful for
Man,
animals, right?
yes. If you out walking,
We're not just talking about humans, right?
hmm
So you can build it in threes, and I'm just kind of screwing it, but this is how it looks for the first level. So I screw it
Right.
together really, really tight. But the Grand Canyon is where I bought this, and I'm sure you can get this anywhere else. But
Yeah, we have a neighbor. Well, my cousin, he gave us a walking stick. It's like a carved stick,
uh-huh.
and we have it. It's for here, the house. So it's not necessarily something I have, but hey, it
Yeah,
you can use it if you need it to.
yeah.
Sure 911 is out here. She just said get a walking stick knife. She saw it on James Bond.
Oh,
Oh,
rockets in line.
a
It
walking.
sure does.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good idea. Um,
Okay,
and I also have one in my van right behind my. And that's the thing I want to work on is quick access.
Yeah.
okay.
It can be in my van, but it does me no good if somebody comes to my driver's door and I don't have anything there. So this
But
is
you know,
right behind my seat. This is a walking
okay,
too, but it's already put together. So what I did was I put Velcro on it
okay,
and I Velcroed it right behind the driver's seat so I can quickly reach for it.
okay, good, okay.
But these other ones that I just showed you, they're in pieces. So you can kind of use them like a bat. You can use
Yeah.
different ways.
Mhm.
So that's my stick defense.
Okay, yeah, that's good when you need to hit somebody. I guess my hammer and my bat are back in the back where I sleep, and I have up front. I have the nunchucks. They're in the side pocket where you put like your sunglasses or whatever. So
Okay.
they are there. I have knives too. I do have knives. Just throughout. And like I said, I'm like the net. I have the little pouch with I got my scissors and I even got tweezers and the little makeup, the little sharper scissors that you may use for whatever. So I do have those and I'm always thinking about it like just what if somebody's trying to break in the window? I'm gonna just use the bat. I'm gonna use this. So
Right.
I'm always knowing what I do have available.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so I'm always aware of what I do. And this is so important because this world, and not even this, you definitely want to be safe. And people take this for granted, but you can just go to the store at night, in your
Mhm.
own living in your house and just say, I'm gonna run to the store and somebody's out there. And I went to the ATM the other day and you have to go into the bank and it was closed, and I'm like, how is it closed? It's only like 3 o'clock, whatever. Somebody tried to pull the ATM away, so you could be anywhere. Yeah, you could. They tried to drive, pull. I don't know what they were thinking, but
Gee.
you could really be anywhere, and anything could be taking
Right.
place. So
Right. You can be in the mall shopping, all
yes,
relaxed,
yes,
and
yes,
um,
exactly.
that was a good category with the bat, Frankie.
Yeah, that's why I like it. And I actually was over to a relative's house and I saw them playing with one of these bats. And I was like, oh, they can make those little small bats like that. I mean, I never thought about it. And I went right and bought me one, a little small bat that is heavy and does the trick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been talking. Yeah, the pepper spray. We said
Right.
that.
We
Yeah,
talked about Mace. Thank you,
we
True.
talking about Mace. You're right. I just
I guess pepper
used
spray and Mace is the same thing, right?
similar. They may not be exactly the same, the chemical
Okay.
in it, but same kind of category. But thank you. Yes, pepper. I call mine interchangeably. I say pepper spray. I'll say mace, but I guess they same but different.
Yeah. Hey,
Hmm.
True. A question for True. In the UK, is I guess is pepper spray the same as Mace for you, or is it different? And then I guess it's legal to use in the UK. I know you said guns can't you can't carry guns in the UK.
I would
Um,
like that.
I'd be curious about that because anybody planning to move abroad,
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
something to think
Or
about.
travel abroad.
Travel abroad,
Now you know that.
you may
Yeah.
not need it. You may not need it, but if you're, yeah, I
Yeah.
forget.
But
I just heard a story. My husband told me about a story where, and I probably should have brought that video up. Basically, some people went on a cruise and
mhm.
got detained for carrying bullets.
Wow.
They got
Mm.
through. They got through the airport with the
Hmm.
bullets. They weren't planning to use them. You know how you're packing and you're in a rush and you forget to take out something from your bag.
Yes.
Have too much liquid. You have too much perfume. You have too much
Yes.
whatever liquid, and then so they had just just stray bullets in their gun, because obviously they were using that book bag for other things, like going on hunting trips or whatever. So they went on a on they got through the airplane security with those bullets in their bag, got
Hmm.
on the cruise, and the cruise detained them for like, y'all should look that story up. It's I was just amazed that
That's
they
very interesting. Okay.
they didn't even have a gun. They detained them for
But
having.
bullets, I mean, and that's what I was saying about like traveling to different countries, and we had that discussion a
Yeah.
little bit yesterday. When
Hmm.
you in the US, and I know some people are just like I'm a USA traveler right now. I've been a lot of places in
Hmm.
different countries, but you have to be know the laws, because like just even traveling with bullets, is that legal? You got to make sure, based on the Brittany Griner story, I know now you don't even have your cannabis oil, something that may seem harmless, like okay, a cannabis vape, you're hurting, whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta double check. Yo, it used to be you could just leave, you gotta go through it, check it thoroughly, and make sure you don't have anything in there. Y'all know what's interesting? I get something called Google Trends, and this relates to what we're talking about. And what's trending on Google Trends is camping and hiking, right? Those are the two words that are trending on
Mhm.
Google Trends, camping and hiking. And y'all think about these things, which we've all done both, or, we camping, right? We're camping overnight in our vehicles, we're camping at campgrounds, and we have to have some of the things we're talking about today and put those in your keywords. It would pertain to if you were on a road trip and you camp,
Hmm.
whether you're boondocking, whether you're at a pilot, or whether you decide to get a campground.
Yeah.
We've camped together, and sometimes we might be at a pilot, and sometimes we might rent a campground.
Right.
So, and hiking, when you're hiking, you're walking alone, or you may be walking with several people. It's very easy to get caught up in the beauty and just be walking. I remember me and my friend did this one day, and we were like, "Where do we go?" We were totally lost, and you
Hmm.
don't want anything to a person, a rattlesnake, so anyway, camping and hiking, we definitely want to be mindful that, yeah, we talk about van safety, but when you're camping, what are you doing in the van? You're
Right.
going somewhere on a road trip. You might be camping. You might walking, hiking, whatever. You're taking a walk in the
Hmm.
woods. You're going deep up in the woods, and so that's good to know. That's trending and something we can use.
Yeah. Good points. Good points.
Yeah.
Where
So
you're traveling, know where you're traveling, and do the
yes.
research ahead of time. True 911 says London is becoming dangerous now, and I never would have thought that. I want to go to Paris. I haven't been to Paris yet. Don't tell me that London is
But you know what? My life coach is from, and I don't, I get the UK. This is not the same, but UK. And she was
Mhm.
saying the way she thought about America was like, oh my God, I'm just soon like in America, we're just going to be unalive. And it's not like that. The news will have you thinking that we
Oh
come here.
man, yeah. The
Mhm.
news will have you thinking that we just out here killing everybody just
Yeah,
because we woke up this morning.
like we waking up and it's just not like that. I mean, it does happen. There are the scenarios or things are happening, but
Right.
again, it's just not. You can enjoy the beauty of outdoors and road trip travel, and like you about to go down to the festival. You can enjoy these things.
Essence Fest. Yeah.
Essence Fest. Yeah, she's going down to Essence Fest. And you're gonna need it. Even people, not the Essence Fest people I'm talking about, but just in general, when you may go to a ball game or a
Mhm.
football game or an NBA game, and people, what are they doing? They're drinking. And so
Yeah.
after the games, crowds are just, are you there? They can just whatever, they team lose the game. So you always gotta be ready and on point
Yeah.
anywhere you're at. It's not just if
Right.
you're on these long road trips or whatever. It's like
Right. Yeah.
definitely about
Very, very true. I was
Mhm.
just thinking about motorcycles too. Like when I'm riding my motorcycle, I carry like this little pocket knife with me.
Oh,
Definitely.
is it on your hip? Let me see it. We pull it
It's the
yourself
same.
up.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same one I was showing earlier.
Okay.
Um,
Well, okay.
Carrying this inside my like on me, like I can
Mm-hmm.
clip it on me, but
Mm-hmm.
also
It is beautiful.
some kind of mace pepper spray inside my motorcycle as well, or on my.
Okay, so you always that's good that you do have that. Yes, I grew true 911. America is beautiful. And
Mm,
that's one of the things we slip or we take for granted, but it's absolutely it is a very beautiful place. And a lot of beautiful things to do, but safety is also important. But I mean, it just
Yeah.
depends. You could be somewhere just eating in a cafe and it could go down, So it's not just that's what's going to happen. But y'all notice what I noticed about Robin's video though.
Hmm.
Look at the clarity. Can you hear the clarity in her microphone?
You know what? She is pretty clear. We probably should listen to some more. What she gonna say and see if
I want that clarity, that micro, because that picks up. Because one of the things I do is that I do want to listen to some more of her. Is that I talk so fast that you want to make sure, because that's the way the algorithm understands you. Like when
right.
you're saying
That's
the
real.
van safety,
Yeah.
clarity. Her clarity is crisp. That's
So,
5 years ago.
right.
She
Right.
understands the
Right.
importance of clarity. Even with my videos, I know that the videos that I've had in the past, I've had to slow down and
Mm-hmm.
really say my words, like
Right.
then life safety.
Van life safety for solo
Yes, yeah.
women.
Yes. What do we carry? So let the
Road
algorithm
trip.
know.
Road trip weapons.
Road trip weapons. No, we have to. And I had to do that, and I felt weird doing it. But 300,000 video views later, it was like I was like, no build van build. I had to really slow down. That's one of the things I have to watch, because I really was telling Danette, I just get to talking, and
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
hear it slurred together. Like,
Good point. And plus, the Wi-Fi, depending on the signal or whatever,
yes, where
it
you're at.
might mess up some of the words you're trying to get across.
Absolutely, and it's like, what's the temperature too?
Mhm.
I'm just curious. I know we're talking about. Let's hear some more Robin, but I'm just curious where the temperature, where y'all at. What's the temperature?
Let's see. Ooh, it's pretty hot here. It's been hot. Let me see what the temperature
Same.
is like. It
It's
is.
somewhere about 90 degrees here, I guess.
I know when I
90.
get in my van, it's at least 100. Before I start it up and cool it off, it's
Yeah,
at least 100 degrees. But
mine say 92. I know my cousin was like, it's 100 degrees. Where are you at? You're
you
at the
know what?
park.
We had some rain recently, so it's 89 today. Um,
Oh, 89 sounds like it's so doable,
I know,
right?
right? It's partly cloudy, but
Yes,
in Orlando.
it
Um,
sounds doable.
so let's hear some more of Creativity RV. And what you say your
Okay,
name was? Robin?
let me try to
Yeah,
put you.
Robin.
Okay. All right.
Do
Cool.
you know if I take
Okay.
this
Yeah.
stream? If I take the link that's in our above board above, where it says streamyard.com
Uh-huh.
SME,
Uh-huh.
I wonder, can I take that and paste it? Will they be
Sure. In
okay?
the comments?
No, not in the comments, but in the I'm going to post it to another site.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me see something. Hold on.
All right. I'm gonna play Robin. You want me to wait for you,
Yeah,
Frank?
no, go ahead and play Robin. I can hear.
Okay, so we've talked about the sprays, the knives, the sticks, the bats, the flashlights, the guns. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the one last thing I just want to say is this right here. This is just a tool, right? It's a screwdriver. You
Yeah.
Okay.
you can just have a lot of tools in the front of your car like
Yeah.
this, pointy things that you can just grab and quickly stab somebody with if you need to. So
Okay.
yeah, you ain't
And I
gotta.
want to say, like, if you want things that are concealed, that you want to keep on you or near you, and you don't want anything that looks like it's a weapon. I have gone down. Y'all see me look over this way for a little while now. I've gone down the Amazon hole of safety tools, hidden safety tools.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
And so, what the things that we haven't, mentioned is just an alarm. Not only an
Oh,
alarm
yes,
just for your
yes,
car, but a personal alarm
yes.
wherever you are.
yes,
Excellent.
yes.
I've got it in my shopping cart now.
All right now.
They've got the little, so as far as the flashlight you were talking about, there's
Uh-huh.
a flashlight stun guns. We didn't talk about that.
Sun gun.
Stun gun.
Oh,
There was something else.
And they look like, you can get one that looks like a little lipstick thing, put that in your pocket. Now you got a stun gun on you and a
Right.
flashlight.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
True.
there's all kinds of things that you can get, and it can be concealed. And then,
I like that. A flashlight stun gun. I like that a lot.
I immediately put that in my cart.
What was the? You said flashlight, stun gun.
And it won't let me do the link for you, because when I do the link, it just takes us to StreamYard, the link that's right above us.
Um, Heavy
So I
flash.
got the flashlight, stun gun, and then as far as the pin that you were talking about, there's a pin that's also a stun gun. I put that in my cart.
Okay, okay.
And one of these personal alarms I'm gonna put in my cart.
But you said something else, DG.
The personal alarm.
Person. That's okay. That's that. I feel like just having that would make me feel super good because you sometimes you can't scream. You can scream,
You
but you're not.
you can scream loud enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you want to make it. You want to tear the roof off the sucker. You want to hear. You want everybody to hear you
Right.
screaming.
And they.
Yes, you want.
I don't know why people say this, but they said people don't respond to help, but they respond to the word fire. If they think
Okay,
if you say fire, 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 for some reason people because people are used to hearing alarms, but
okay.
Yeah.
if you can
I like the use of words as a
right,
weapon of
right,
tricking them or whatever. And one of the things I'm always prepared to do, they be like, "When did you get here?" And like I'm talking to somebody and throw them off, and they look back like, "Who's she talking to?" Be like, "Thank God you got here." Even though if they're in front of you and they don't see who's behind them, use trickery in your words. Like,
mhm,
Charles, how'd you? Thank you. And have them look around, and then that back connect with that
right,
head or that
Mm-hmm.
face or whatever. So just saying that, like, or sometimes when I see people even like looking at me or just like looking suspicious or whatever, I'll act like I'm on the phone. Like, I'm standing right here. Are you like 2 minutes? You walking down the street? Well, come
mhm,
Yeah.
over. So I do all kinds of tricks to if I'm even feeling like something in my gut, like if I'm at a park and it's like somebody's watching me or just whatever. And again, I want to go to the most beautiful places. I don't go any places that are like, oh, you sketchy. That's the purpose of my van life, is to go to where beauty lies. And I don't care if that's in a city, a country, or whatever, but where beauty lies, also any places where danger lies.
Yeah.
So I'm not just somewhere like, oh, where you would think it's where people who look normal. I had a person, I was in Carlsbad, California,
mhm.
one of the most wealthiest neighborhoods in San Diego, and I had a man at a park, a white gentleman, and it's like, hey, you want to party? He was on a bike, and I'm like, do I look like I want to party? Like,
you
I
know,
mean,
yeah.
and he was
That's
just asking like, you want to party? Like, and so it's just like, no, I don't get down. Like, I don't know what kind of you mean, but no, I
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
So, and you have to be like, and then that's when I'll pick up the phone and I'll be like, are you down the street? You pull it up now? About
mhm,
time. Like, and
mhm.
that's when I make up made up conversation. So that's a safety method. That's a weapon. Your
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
How you respond to people, because if you respond too nice, I know I tend to be
Right.
um,
Yeah.
friendly and just assume I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time I have this unapproachable look, so I rely on
Mhm.
that. But you're
Okay.
right, you got to use them words because, like for example, when my husband met me, he was like, "You looked like you would
Yeah.
punch anybody that tried to approach," and
Say in their face. I
that's
be
why he
like,
never really approached me at first. I
okay.
actually turned around in class and smiled at him, and all of
Okay.
a sudden he was shocked because he
Like
was like,
fish
" I'd never seen you like be approachable like that."
But like you said, it's your defense mechanism. And even just,
Yeah, and I didn't even know I had that at a young age. Like at a
but
young
it
age,
is.
I didn't know that I looked
Okay.
like that to people.
But it is, and sometimes even when you studying, and like a lot of times people are sometimes, you meet somebody and you out and they kind of looking for that, and you like, I just want to be left alone right now. I'm not looking for that, and so you
Yeah,
have to use defense, like, yeah.
but I
And
like. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm always somebody smiling, talking to everybody, but I have learned even just with clothing, like I don't even want to be, um, I'm always covered up. That's why I always wear those coats, because I don't even want to. I don't even want to suggest that I want to
Yeah.
suggest that I'm doing me. I
Right.
want to have
Right.
a I'm doing me look. So
Yeah.
you don't even want to get
I
to
like what you said about words, though. Right.
absolutely.
Because you can be like, and I said what I said about being having that hard look on the outside, but
Hmm.
people will try you. Like that guy just rode up to you on a bicycle. People will.
Yeah.
So if you don't get your words together and be like, no, I'm not interested. You know,
Yes.
Like
firm words. Like, and he's
firm
like, you don't
words.
do
Yes.
anything. You don't do anything. Like, do anything. Like, well, I didn't say that, but I'm thinking like, what is he talking about? I don't do anything. No, I don't do drugs. No, I don't. Not a prostitute. I was like, what is he? But he was like, hey, you want to party? And I'm like, and I just picked up my phone, like, you down the street? All right, well, come
Yeah.
on, because I'm sitting here, I'm getting hot, and just already throwing, making them aware that somebody is coming, somebody is on their way. So if you're not on your way, somebody else will be here in a minute.
Yeah. True 911S says, by the way, I am not British white. I am Indian born in the UK. Though their parents
From
from
Africa and
Africa and
grandparents.
grandparents from India.
Oh,
Beautiful.
okay. I know. Beautiful,
Beautiful.
cultural.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Because we never, sometimes I'm like, it's a male, it's a woman, and you don't know what they are.
Mhm.
But I love learning about who's
That's
watching. I was trying to put this in the Facebook too, but you know what? Via the stream, when I click on the stream at the top in the address bar, it's
uh-huh.
just giving general. When you like, if you click on this stream, it just gives you general. It takes it to general StreamYard. I'm trying to find the stream. Maybe I can do it from YouTube. I guess I don't know. I'm trying to do something.
You're trying to share
I
something?
am trying to share. I am. But
And
I know what I could do now. I just thought about it as I was talking to you. So as we play a little bit of Robin, let me work on
yes,
trying to
yes.
share.
We're
Okay.
finally going to get back to Robin. Here we go.
Okay.
So pinned at the top of comments is a link to my gear page where there's a special section for safety and self-defense. You can see all of these items. Get your notepad ready. I'm going to start with a basic. This is a motion sensor light. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen these before. I have about 6 of these outside. I just set them on a running board if I have my last rig, or around the perimeter of my rig, and I always point one under the undercarriage of my rig or my car because it also deters like mice and squirrels from getting in there.
Mm.
Because what happens is you point it so the light hits here, so no batteries or anything, and then automatically when the sun goes down, if anything walks in front of this sensor, the light comes on. I've said before, when I was first on the road, I know people can see in the rig at night. So as soon as the sun went down, I would close all the blinds. And then every noise outside I thought was a guy with a hook in the door. But after I go to bed, I open up all my blinds because I'm usually camped in like a rocky, gravelly area. I've cracked my windows. I've acclimated to the darkness. So if somebody comes up, I'm going to hear them or I'm going to see them, especially because I have these motion sensor lights. And when I go out at night to look at stars, which I do a lot, I peek out the window to see if there's any motion sensor lights on because I want to make sure there's not a bear outside, especially in Colorado where I'm camping now.
That's a really great tip. I have
That
motion
is.
sensor lights all around my fifth wheel, me and my husband.
Uh-huh.
So if anybody, any animals come out all the time, we have cameras and motion sensor lights around the fifth wheel. But I need to transfer some of that to my class B.
Yeah.
So the
I
run
don't have any, but it's great for camping. Like I'll do the not fairy lights, but the the lights you may do not at Christmas, but I have like some Halloween lights, so I like to do that. Um, I
Halloween
like
lights that are motion censored.
No, not for motion sensor. So these aren't because I'm not. I think when you're in boondocking areas, yes. Not saying that you. So if I'm at a campground, like obviously if you're at a Planet Fitness or a store, you can't have sensor lights because the purpose is to be stealth. But Robin, because she does a lot of, or she did a lot of boondocking,
Mm-hmm.
um, she would need it. Like if you, but at a campground, I guess you could have the sensor lights
Oh
because
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen people in minivans and
yes,
SUVs use them. They just hang. They
Hmm.
don't put them up until they set up camp, right?
uh-huh.
You don't leave them up while you're on the road.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, I get it.
As soon as you get
Although
around,
Good,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I
Go
had
ahead.
a friend. She had this motion sensors and this thing. Like if you ever have a flat tire or your vehicle's pull or stop for whatever reason, she had like this whole cool kit of sensor lights and these kind of
Okay,
cones you put up and everything like that. So
nice.
I
Yeah,
thought that was
the
kind of cool.
construction cones.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but it was a little kit. Okay, I guess I'm out of Twitter jail because I was able to post it on Twitter.
Um, DG, you used the sensor lights too, don't you?
Sensor lights I actually do not have, and I've been meaning to get some. I know I was supposed to get some a while back, and I haven't gotten any. Um, I guess for me, it's because I ended up city camping more than I was out where I really wanted to be. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I've got time before I can go and do that. But now that my focus, if I'm not, taking a trip somewhere, I've got a list of the things that I was supposed to get, and now I need to make sure that I go and pick up. And motion sensor light is on that list
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
because even just if you're a tent camper, having a motion sensor light is a great idea.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Put it around your tent, put it around, if you're going to leave anything on the, picnic table or whatever, put it around there.
Right. Right. Because I mean, ultimately, you don't want to have to use if you can get a head start on getting prepared for a predator of sorts.
Yes. Yes.
Like the best scenario. You don't want to be caught by surprise.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And the
just
thing
like
is,
like
too, stay.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you don't want to be caught, but just always stay ready. I mean, you don't want to stay paranoid. You want to be able to think, I can take a walk, or I can
Right.
whatever you do. I can ride my bike and go into a gas station and be safe. But
Mm-hmm.
In
a thing
between.
is, stay ready. That's what your backup plan is. Yeah,
Stay
not
ready.
be
I like that,
yeah.
Frankie. Stay
Thank
ready.
you. Not be paranoid, but
Yeah.
just
Oh,
stay.
don't be paranoid because paranoid will get you hurt.
It
Yeah.
will get you hurt
Right.
because you're always jumping and thinking somebody doing something to you, and 9 times out of 10, people aren't. But hey, they
Right.
so stay ready. Yeah, I agree, definitely.
And before you get out of your car, where if you're going in somewhere at night or whatever, or you're going for a walk or whatever it is you're doing, know what your plan is before you
Yeah.
have to be in a situation.
Mm.
Okay, what am I gonna do? And usually that's what I do, and that's I guess kind of how I've kept myself safe up until this point. What am I gonna do? What do I have on me? What do I have near me? You
Yeah.
Yeah.
know,
Right.
hmm
Right.
That's why I always have a keychain with the Mace. And like I said, sometimes I just want a single key.
Mm-hmm.
You get those walking stick knives. Oh, that's interesting because we
Oh,
do have
oh,
a
this is an
walking.
earlier comment. Yeah.
Oh, a key. Yeah. So you do want to, like you said, you don't want to walk around paranoid, but you want to always think. And I'm always like, oh, this joy route and da da da. No.
Mhm. Sometimes, yeah, Joyride got to get
Yeah, Joy ready. Joy ready. Look, Joy route is Joy ready, baby. Look.
got to get real.
I'm really ready. Like, yeah, but my main thing is I'm always got my Mace with me. And I had an experience that did not even involve, and y'all know what it is, didn't even involve anything that had to do with travel or van life safety,
Hmm.
where because of that incident, it's one of the reasons why I always have the Mace. I don't even step in the store because sometimes I'm just like, put a credit card and a single key in your
Hmm.
pocket. And I'm always like, nope, get your Mace, go back and get it because you
Yeah.
got to stay ready. Like,
Especially if it comes to your mind, right? That's what I mean by
mhm.
being self aware and following your intuition. If something tells you to go do it, don't brush it off.
Yes,
It's like you walking back to your car from Walmart after
yes,
after shopping, and in broad daylight, people get attacked, right?
yes,
People
yes.
you fumbling for your keys, but you're fumbling. You're not even ready because it's daylight and you have that false sense of security.
And
So
that's a good point.
always be ready. Be
That
ready. Even if it's broad daylight, sunshine, and you feeling good and you just got good news, like be ready.
that's one of the things that I find myself. I'm getting in the car late at night, and shame on me. And that's because I am in the sticks and brick. But I'm like, you are still fumbling, girl. Like when you get out, you're going in. I got this bag of this. I got this bag, and it's like, no, we need to know what is your safety. Even if you're going into your house, what is your safety? What if it's an animal? What if it's a person?
Right.
And I'm always got 50 bags. Where are my keys? Digging for my keys. Where my phone at? No, get out with the main things that are your safety tools, your
Right.
keys and your phone. Like, don't be digging. Don't have all your bags, a million bags. The main bag you need to know where it's at is where your
So, Frankie, to your point where you say all I want to carry is my keys, is my one key and be able to go, you said something that triggered me. And I looked up credit card knife on Amazon. They have something like that.
oh,
You can just put it in your wallet and it's
Nice.
very thin. You can keep it in your pocket.
Ooh.
well, I like that because you can probably think about that. A regular credit card could, I'm not gonna say hurt somebody, but it can hit them. But think about a credit card weapon. Oh, I like that. We need
Yeah.
to compile a list from our series
Live
and
my life.
offer as
Yeah.
a free download and collect. So I'm
Thank you,
thinking
DG.
like next season, maybe I want to do something on BLM land, meet up women. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that would be nice and fun because I really do enjoy camping and then the campfire, the discussions and all of that. So
Yeah.
oh, maybe we should do a little download. It could be a single sheet of all the
You should.
things that's of all the weapons and even the tips we've given out. And we were getting out
Mhm.
great tips. And you always need a refresher because even talking to you all today, I'm learning stuff that I had thought about like
Mhm.
recently. Like even when Danette put out that necklace, I didn't realize I had that. I remembered I bought that pen from somebody in the neighborhood. They just said, "Hey, I'm selling pens." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What kind of pens?" They was like, "Open it." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get one." You know, so
Yeah.
the gal even helping me to just remember things. And even in the fridge, Fia, I have a cooler, so I can have
Mhm.
something in my cooler. You know, I can put a little, not something that big, but I can put a little, something in there. You know, when
Right.
you open up the cooler, like you want something to drink, okay,
Exactly.
so
Because especially if somebody comes to visit and you're like, you can't get rid of them. I mean, what?
yeah,
And you can't get in your driver's seat to drive away. How do you distract them enough to
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
get them going?
after we did our last safety video, I started getting videos from Alyssa Vanilla. You ever heard of her?
No.
Alyssa Vanilla. She's a young girl. She kind of reminds me of Janelle Ileana, right? Remember
Mm.
that Janelle Ileana went viral? Well, she had a video that went viral on safety. She was in BLM land and she was just out trying to get her space and she was folding her laundry.
Mm-hmm.
And so this man came up to her and it was just really weird. And after she got through talking to him, he sat there and just stared at her. She was like, "You okay?" And she said, "People may think I'm young and maybe even cute. I'm just sitting here in the BLM land or whatever." She said, "But I have two parents that are in the military." And she
Mm-hmm.
said, "I'm ready." What I'm saying? But still, just to even be out there. But so she had a really scary encounter. And she kind of let people know, though, like, "Hey, I got my stuff. Don't think I'm just this young girl out there folding like Daisy from, remember the Dukes of Hazzard and Daisy Dukes and the
Right.
man." She be
Right.
like, she said, "Don't get it twisted. I'm ready for you." So
They make assumptions just by appearance and
Mhm.
absolutely. And they're looking for this. He was looking like he was looking for a young tenderoni. Like he just was looking like just standing
Mhm.
there. It was really creepy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And people do, but
Right.
even just women. Like the guy that came up to me, just like, "You want to party?" Then I had another person ask me, like, "Are you something?" They asked my name. And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about." It's like they were just making up something just to talk to me. Like,
Right. Right. Yeah.
So I was
Especially
like,
when they realize you're by yourself.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
As long as
Bathroom.
I could be in the swimming pool with my husband. As long as my husband's around, ain't nobody coming for me.
I know that's right. But I
I
always make up
was in the
imaginary
swimming pool.
people.
I was in the swimming pool yesterday, and
Ooh,
nobody would ever approach me if he's around. Right?
okay.
If I was by myself, oh my god,
They would be out.
conversations out the wazoo. All of
That
a
would
sudden,
be out.
everybody want to talk.
But I
Um,
just be like, "Come on," because your phone is waterproof, or you have not every phone, but you have a waterproof case, and you're like, "Hey, when are you getting here?" And sometimes I act like it's a watch. I'll just act like I got an earpiece in, like,
yes.
huh? I do all kinds of. I think living on the road or just being in a vehicle for almost 5 years, I'm just already got tricks of the trade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember we had our other safety video, and I found these comments that somebody had left on one of my videos. And she
Mm-hmm.
was saying, and this is a good tip for you, Fia. She said, even when you go to a hotel, like you're going down to Essence Fest and you're checking in, and they're saying, what is your name? And
Right.
then show them your phone. Like, here's my name. Don't even, because they might be like, Fia, don't even
Yeah.
say my name is
Yeah.
XYZ, and
Right.
then be like, "Will anyone be joining you?" And or is it one guest? You be like, "It's two guests." Anyway, even if it's not two guests, it's not a different expense. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
some of the
Right.
things you can do to don't just say your information. Be like, "Here it is. What's your phone number? Just have it on your phone and have this clerk look at your phone. Even if you're in
Right.
the most exquisite hotel, exquisite people, creeps hanging or
Especially if it's a hotel. Be careful.
yes,
How
Yeah.
much say it
Very
out
true.
loud in front of other people.
And even the door, have you thought about some things you take into your hotel room? Because it could be like when you were at the dealership, it could be like the not the ballet person, but people, everybody they hire, just because they hired, and you gotta even
Mhm.
think about things when you're in your room, going up to your room, or
Right.
in your room. So
Yeah.
those are some good tips you definitely need to know.
Absolutely.
That's a link for a walking stick sword. Oh, she's saying, what's a link for a walking? Oh, I
Oh,
like. I don't
well,
know what's the link for a walking sword. That's a good idea because we
I
do
don't,
have this.
probably Amazon walking stick sword.
I have a friend. Well, he's a neighbor. He carves us stuff. He, where's my? I'm gonna show you something he carved me. Just one second. One second.
Walking stick sword. Now I
Mm-hmm.
don't have one, but I would love to have one. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
look at that. It looks just like the one that I got in the Grand Canyon, except it has a knife inside of it. Huh.
This is an incense holder. One of my cousin's neighbors, he made us a walking stick. The walking stick is downstairs, but he carved me this. This is an incense holder, but you can use this. I mean, it's really beautiful. I don't think you can. It captures the beauty of it here, but it's got the lines, and you put like incense in it, and it's so cool. But it's also pretty nice, and he puts like shellac on them, and he just
Mm.
does a little different. And he got us a walking stick too. It's downstairs. We just take it and we go walking. But
Okay.
yeah, he made this. I think this is very cool.
All right. Let's hear what Robin has to say. She's got a lot of gadgets, and I don't think we're gonna get through them all. But
Okay.
let me see if I can remember where she was. She was talking about
Okay.
um.
And when I go out at night to look at stars, which I do a lot, I peek out the window to see if there's any motion sensor lights on because I want to make sure there's not a bear outside, especially in Colorado where I'm camping now. A 4-pack is $39.99. This is the eMacros solar driveway alarm. So after the sun goes down, when my blinds are down, if there's something out there or somebody out there, I'm not going to see them. So after a ton of searching and thinking about what I needed, I ended up getting a driveway alarm. So
Oh,
you can see that this is also solar
a
powered,
driveway alarm.
and this is the sensor. What's cool about these is it's not just solar powered. You can also plug it into a USB to charge it. So you can mount this. There are screw holes back here, but I didn't want to do that because of weather and damage to my RV. So this is what I do. I put a command hook on the outside of my RV.
Yeah.
I put it on this side and that side because I have 2 of these sensors. Then I just put some zip ties through the screw holes. And imagine this is up on the side of the rig. You want to mount these about 4 feet high, and they can detect 30 feet to half a mile.
Oh, that's good.
So imagine this. It's up on the side of your rig. Somebody walks here, and what happens is you get a lovely little ding on this puck.
Oh, cool. It tells you which one.
This is the base station.
That's cool.
You can see here that it will take 4 of these sensors. I only have 2. If somebody's on this side of the rig, I'll get a chime on one and the light goes off. And if somebody goes on that side of the rig, it's a different chime and the light goes off. Now, this thing has technology that makes it go off only for people in cars. So this isn't going off all the time. And what I do is I keep it by my door in between my bedroom and my living room on a piece of Velcro. And when I'm traveling, I recharge this and I recharge this. So when I get to my next spot, it's ready to go even if there's no sun. The
Okay.
solar driveway alarm with 2 sensors and the puck is $129.99. So let's say you're camping somewhere and the lights go off and the motion sensor alarm goes off to tell you somebody's out there and they're not leaving. I'll tell you, I have not had this problem. I have all this gear and I've really never had a problem with a person on the road. But if I run into that situation and there's some cheese bag out there that won't take off,
Sleaze bag.
is a sonic boat alarm.
Cheese bag.
This tiny
Oh,
gadget.
listen, this one did not
All right, so alarms.
Danette was talking about that boat, like I have an alarm.
Yeah,
as a-
I like what Danette was saying about the personal alarm because you can just click the button and I guess if you're inside, have you had one before, Danette?
I haven't. I have been to places where they have that whole little keychain set, and I've played with them, and them things are loud.
Okay. Okay. Do you mean the thing she's got in her hand, or the?
No, not the one that she has in her hand, but the personal alarm. So there are places that you can go, and I think you can even get them off of Amazon at this point. But they have a keychain
Mhm.
like set that they make, like a personal safety set that they make now.
Okay.
It
What is
was
it,
one
Jeanette? What
little
is it?
girl. It's like a keychain personal safety set.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you have all these little things just on a keychain, but the keychains, I've never gotten one because they end up being really thick and it's a lot of stuff. And I'm
Okay.
like, that's just a lot of stuff to carry.
Right.
I'd rather be able to put some stuff in my pockets.
Yeah.
Than,
Yeah.
But
as opposed to carrying. Yeah, that's why I only
right.
have one key and one mace.
Yeah.
Like everything is really good on there because I think they have a mace, I think they have a light, I think they have a personal alarm, and I'm not sure what, but they put just a lot of fluffy frilly stuff, which it's nice to be fluffy frilly, but when I'm trying to be safe, I just
Mhm.
Yeah,
want to reach and get what I need to get.
that's why I like those
Hmm.
cargo pants too. Like those cargo pants are
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
Oh yeah.
nature, because I have like the pockets in the where the knees are at, and they got pockets up there, and I like that I can keep, because if you don't want to walk and be carrying stuff, them pockets they got some good pockets on them cargo pants, and I
Yeah.
got some good ways to store things.
yeah.
You know,
You gotta have some good ways to store things on your person while you're out.
yes.
I got it. That y'all just sparked a question in my mind. Is it worth changing your wardrobe to be more safe? Because I was just talking to my husband about the fact that most women's leggings and jeans have pockets, but a lot of women's pants don't have pockets. Just
I just recently got some leggings. They too hot though to wear now, but
right.
they have pockets on it. Yeah, I think you should. It depends on, like, if you're trying to if you're going somewhere nice and you just want to be, like you went to a museum or out to dinner or something,
Uh-huh.
jeans can always put your, pockets or whatever in a nice shirt. But for me, when I'm camping, my cargo pants, first of all, they warm at night. When I'm at the campfire, I don't mind if they smell like smoke or whatever. And they
Mhm.
just such a good, the color of they blend in with the nature. What are those camouflage pants, like the camouflage?
Camouflage.
Yeah, they blend in. They have good solid pockets where your key can go in there good, your knife, a good knife it could clip on. So I love those pants for like just camping. Those are like even my travel pants when I'm traveling long from Ohio to wherever I'm going out west. I wear those cargo pants because those cargo pants allow me to safely store. Got a credit card, got my phone, got my mace and my keychain. And so yeah, the leggings and stuff, they might be cute or comfortable, but when it comes to safety, I would. Y'all notice I also wear, I don't have one on today because we got the air on, but I wear these jackets all the time. They're like, y'all don't know if you ever pay attention, but I always got on coats like them sweater.
Mhm.
I wear them because the pockets, it keeps my stuff in those things. And I like, because if I do have on some shorts or some leggings that don't have a pockets in them, those things
Mhm.
got pockets. And so I wear
Okay.
those for that particular. So yes, it's worth um you can still be cute or comfortable or
Right.
nature, whatever you want to be. But
Right.
yes, it is. Yes.
I
Yeah.
would say if you're going to do something like this, even get a crossbody that you can easily get to the things that you need to get to,
Mhm.
rather than not having anything on you at all. I have a couple pair of leggings that don't have pockets. I don't wear them that often. I might even get rid of them. I prefer
Mhm.
the leggings that have pockets so that I can put some stuff in my pockets, and
Right.
I usually will keep digging. If you ever see me, I look like I'm fidgeting, but
Mhm.
I'm making sure that
My
everything is
stuff.
placed in my pockets in a way where I can get to it quickly.
Right. Right.
Because
Yep.
You
my
know what I'm
legs are in
saying?
the pockets, and it could fit that the credit card you were saying, the credit card weapon. It would be bulky to fit the mace, but it could fit my single key. I can clip a knife to the pocket of it, but I do have pockets. I bought them from that. It was unexpected, and I would be. they hot though. They too hot for now though. Right now, but
Yeah, yeah. Even short. Like I'm wearing a lot of shorts now in Florida, and most of my shorts don't have pockets.
girl, my cousin just gave me these jean shorts with good pockets in the front and in the back, and they cute. And I'll have them things on. Like I want to make sure I got. Like I'm gonna have to get that credit card.
The credit
And
card knife.
yeah, this thing
You
going
know, the
here.
thing I was telling my husband is I think he was telling me about a pocket that you can attach to any outfit.
And
That's what
then,
I would rather
oh, I
just
would like that too. Oh,
say, 'cause if you just that way you don't have to change your wardrobe, right? You can go buy a pocket that's made for women's clothing,
I
attach
love that. I love
attach
that.
it,
But
and
where
then
do you get that from?
I'm gonna
Look
search
on
for it on
Amazon.
Amazon,
My
but I'm sure I've seen something like that.
this the nunchuck thing, but this thing is kind of like a sharp crack. This thing is very sharp. I probably could cut a pizza with this. I'm telling you, this is a very my nunchuck. This thing is very sharp.
Okay.
It's got I don't know if y'all can tell, but it has like
Yeah. Um.
a ridge on it. It cuts. So this will be a good thing. I'm not gonna take it off this though, but and I don't think it would be comfortable carrying it like a this, but hey, something like this would even be good. Like if you could just find it, because a razor would be too sharp to it would
Right.
cut you. Is that how the top pocket go?
I just did a search on Amazon for attachable pocket.
Hmm.
Mhm.
A lot of stuff came up for women.
Okay.
So just do a search for attachable pocket, and
Okay.
some of these they you can wrap around or you can attach probably with Velcro.
Okay.
Um,
Sort
pro-
of like a modern day fanny pack, the one that the man just had on.
yeah, and this is self adhesive nylon waterproof repair patches for clothing, down jackets, tent clothing bags. So I guess you attach them.
Oh, that would be great.
They got one that let me see. So where is it going? Where is it?
Did you do for women?
No, that's something else then. That's something else. I didn't. Let me see.
Okay.
For women.
I think us creating a list, y'all, of 100 people as a free download. I think we
Mhm.
should create a list of 100 of our tips that we've given out on safety through this series.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree.
I agree with that.
Okay. And we give it out. And if we get the emails, we'll collect the emails and we'll give them a free because we have given out some good tips doing research for a series. I thought we should do that as we conclude this series. And
I agree. It's time to conclude.
yes, that.
We did
But
not need to finish Robin's video, but I would encourage everybody to go visit Joy Route. I'm sure she talks about safety. She's got
yeah.
lives from the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What it do DG? Make sure y'all go out and watch her channel. What it
Thank
do DG
you.
and Joy Route. All right.
Yeah. I
Um,
sorry, go ahead, Fia. I'm
go
so
ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna put y'all's channel in the
Thank you,
comments.
because I was able to put a link in the channels. I think I'm gonna go live in a little bit because it's really warm here and I'm not going out. And I think I'm gonna have a. I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna have a snack day, and I'm gonna buy some snacks, and I think I'm gonna jump on live again in a little bit just to. I really want to get the. I'm seeing not a major uptick, but just a tiny uptick, and
Yeah.
so I think it's helping with these doing these. And I really want to get a summer. That's a cute picture.
Check out what it do DG. I'm
What
showing
it do, GG?
her channel is on the screen right now. I don't have her link, but let me see if I can
I know I put the link in somehow or another. I figured out how to put the link in the channel.
add it. There we go. And then I'm gonna go get Frankie's,
Thank you.
taking the Joy route.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you. I appreciate you coming with it up with this idea because first of all, like you said, it's a kickoff to our it's a kickoff. I did a live with that one too. That Walmart still people, which they are. But I'm just doing these little lives. I'm seeing a little uptick. I'm seeing a little, not a huge uptick, but it's going in the right direction.
Yes.
What my goal is, if I can get, well, I can tell you my goals after after the thing. We don't have to talk about it now. But this is van life safety has been the most helpful.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
it's
uh,
been really good. I appreciate y'all for inviting me in on it as well.
we are glad you joined it. You added the spice, some spice, so we had some spice, and we all just a good recipe, a good combination, you know.
Mm,
So I
yeah.
definitely appreciate it. But we got to do something on something else. We'll think about it, but I think I'm gonna go live later, and I have no idea what I'll talk about. But
It don't matter. Y'all go like, comment, subscribe on
yes,
Joy Route,
after the video, yes, and after this video,
and what it
like and
be.
share additionally safety tips because if I know everybody they like me, I go straight to the comments sometimes. I want to see what the you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying. So go after this video, and if you didn't watch it in real time, make some comments on this video. Let us know that we were the tips helpful, and what tips do you have to think, and also share these videos out. We really want to do another series, and so it would be most helpful if even after you watched it, if you know women or people in your family, go ahead and share it on any of your platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I just shared this on Twitter, by the way, your link on there. But
Thank
go ahead and share. Yeah, go ahead and share it out and everything because that's one of the things they look at too, how many times it's been shared. So if y'all would kindly share this safety on weapons, we would appreciate it.
Yes.
Greatly
What
appreciate
else
it.
I was gonna say, we should probably, if you have any ideas, those of you who are watching, if you want us to do a particular series, let us know.
Yes.
Let us know.
Definitely.
If you want the three of us to talk about a particular topic, like we had thought about talking about relationships.
That
Um,
was so spicy. They people, woo.
yeah, it sounds like it was.
They
So
was like, it was spicy. Even Dr. J was showed up. Like she, but you know, she didn't show up for like a relationship. She just was trying to support. But and I think one thing she needed her own. She needed a little podcast because she was. Whew, that's her thing. I was like, I'm not looking for love, but in case y'all is, I done had on the road. I done had some, and I think Danette met her partner on the road.
Yeah, met my partner traveling.
That's what
uh,
I'm saying. People think
there
because you're traveling,
y'all.
You
yeah, they
can't
think
meet
that you
anybody. You
traveling.
absolutely can.
They don't because they don't know. You go into a store or to a casino where people don't know where you what your situation is. This one guy, he was like he was shocked. So yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely can meet people. So maybe we'll do a dating one, or if you're getting married, how does your husband feel about you
Mhm.
traveling, or your partner feel about you traveling? If
Right.
you're not married or attached, how do you feel about traveling? Are you lonely? Because people have asked me that before. People have wrote me like, "Are you?" I'm like, "No, I'm not lonely. I'm sorry." And then you
Mhm.
still got your old, like in your home base. You know, you got
And
people you know.
even when you've been married for a while, you still want some solo time. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you're
Yes.
exactly,
you're
Oh
exactly.
still
my
an
God. Yes.
individual, right? You are
Hmm.
still, you don't want to lose yourself in the
This
relationship.
is a beautiful couple. They're an African. Her legs is so strong, and this man built like a goddess. I'm serious, and
Mhm.
they are like trending. And oh, I'm gonna have to show y'all the video afterwards. But anyway, and they're trending because they are married, and they were like, "But we won't see each other for 30 days." And she was like, "But we have built this." And the way they explain this, some African royalty stuff. I'm like, "Oh,
Mm.
it's so." They are like they look like goddess. They look like he looks like a oh my and her arms, legs. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. Check out what it do. Oh, you put it up there, yay! What it do? I wish you can click from these things and you can't. It's got a way to embed this so we can click. He's singing.
Somebody singing in the background.
Boo.
No, that's Pop. Y'all hear my guy's nephew in the back. They are they're talking.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought he was singing. I was about to say, okay, okay, okay.
I'm tell you
That's what
what, when
else.
they talk, they all sound like they singing.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's that North
That's
Carolina
that
thing.
southern. That's that southern accent.
One of the things I want to share too, we could talk about this offline, but what's the name invited us? She know they have a residency. She has a band at a
Uh-huh.
casino. She said that's mostly what comes is couples. She said, but it's a band. It's in Illinois, so that ain't far from none of us, right? Illinois.
Mm-mm.
No,
We
that's
can go, and they got a
Chicago.
Midwest.
yeah.
Midwest.
She got a resident. If y'all come up here and stuff, she has a residency, so We can go there, y'all, because I'm itching. I'm just like, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. But
Yeah, so let's wrap up and we can talk about that.
yes.
Bye, y'all. We signing off.
Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. We appreciate
45
you.
minutes. Thank you, True 911S, for hanging out with us.
Woo-hoo. Yes, we appreciate
Thank
it. You are
you.
appreciated. And thank you to
All of
everybody
your
that's going to come and share.
wonderful input. Maybe one
Yes,
day we'll get to our paths will cross and we get to visit UK one day.
absolutely.
Yes.
You know what? Us in the UK, ain't that something? Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
something?
yeah. You
We
never
visit-
know who's watching,
Exactly.
y'all.
You never know,
Sounds
though.
like a
That's
group
how
trip to
important it
me.
is. That's so
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You never know. But we'll talk after. Thank you all so much.
All right. Stay aware. Be safe.
Stay safe and stay
Follow your
dangerous.
intuition. Follow your bliss, but follow your intuition. Okay?
Definitely.
Because we
Definitely.
want you to enjoy those road trips. All right. Bye, y'all. Signing off.
Bye-bye. Peace, peace, peace. Stay on for a sec.